Hi there everybody and welcome. It's Jackie here from stampingjack.com. It is Wednesday the 4th of August, which means that it is time for Facebook Live. So just give me a moment to make sure that I'm live in the right places. So just when you're here, just leave me a comment below. Let me know you're here. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, then leave me a comment and say hi. Let me just double check now. Oh dear, oh dear. So how is everybody? I've got some exciting stuff for you tonight. As you might see, we've got a new catalogue. So I should be talking about that this evening. Let's see. Okay, here we go. There we are. Okay. So, whoops, hang on. How are we doing? So yes, yesterday was the, hi Diane, welcome. So yesterday was the 3rd of August, which means that it was the first day of our new autumn winter catalogue. Now I know it says July to December, but the launch of it was delayed until August because of customs and shipping delays in Europe and around the world, I guess. And also that means that our second Sale-a-Bration of the year started yesterday, which is really, really fun. So I had planned that this evening's Facebook Live would be going through my pre-order because I ordered my goodies from the new catalogue and some Sale-a-Bration goodies. But my order has been stuck in the UK since the 28th of July. So I'm just teeny tiny bit frustrated with UPS right now because I've been waiting for my order. So it got dispatched the day after I placed my order, but I don't know what's going on. I believe there are just general shipping delays and things going on in the UK to do with customs. Maybe it's all to do with Brexit. I don't know what the hell's going on. So yeah, so that means that I haven't actually got my stuff yet. The other thing it means is that my catalogues haven't arrived to send out to you ladies. So those of you who are my regular customers, I will send you these as soon as I get them. Because as I said, they are taking their sweet, sweet time. So I have a proposition for you. I don't normally do a catalogue walkthrough unless I'm doing my actual launch party. And again, because my stuff hasn't arrived yet and I'm not sure when it will, I don't really want to set a date for my launch party because I need to leave myself time to play and come up with some fabulous ideas for you. So if you guys would like me to do a really quick squiz through these, then happy to do so. Just leave me a comment and I will. I do have some projects for you this evening. When I realised that my order wasn't going to arrive today, I thought, ooh, I better do something. So we're going to do the Babywipe technique tonight. But as I say, if you'd like to see a quick squiz through the catalogue, I can point out what I'm waiting for, then just leave me a comment and I will do that. So hi Lynn, hi Sue, thank you both for sharing. So yes, just a reminder, if you would, I would love it if you shared this video. Again, if you're watching the replay on YouTube, then please do give me a thumbs up and share it too if you can. First of all, I just want to talk about Sale-a-Bration. Now, most of you are very familiar with this, but it's unusual this year because we've done it twice. So how it works is for every £45 that you spend between the 3rd of August and the 30th of September, you will get to choose a free item from in this catalogue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Sale-a-Bration brochure and I'm just going to run through it with you so you can see what's in there. So you can order from this catalogue, you can order from our main catalogue. This applies to any orders that you place between now and the 30th of September. And every £45 that you spend, you get to pick one of these. So there's lots here. So let's start out. Top of the list is this dazzling Designer Series paper. So this is glimmer paper, but it's got a bit of a texture to it. So I am really looking forward to this one. I see yeses. So yes, we can go through the mini catalogue. I can show you what I ordered. We've got this gorgeous penguin paper, which is really, really cute. And this coordinates with a stamp set in the catalogue and a coordinating punch, which is super cute. So Amy Chapman, if you're watching this is for you. I know Isla will love this. So then we also have the Feels Like Home stamp set. Lovely. And I love this. So this is like our hand-penned designer series paper that we were using last week, but it's black and white, so you can colour it, sponge it, stencil it, do whatever you like with it. So I love this. Or you can just leave it black and white. So this is absolutely super, because if you remember, in the hand pen we've got polka dot paper, so we've got this white with a black polka dot. Love this stripe, just gorgeous. So I love black and white paper. Then we've also got some fun Christmas paper here. So again, I love the colours in this. This coordinates with a new stamp set and punch in the catalogue, which I'll show you. This I love. We've always got Sale-a-Bration. I think it's tradition now. We've always got some cute critters in our Sale-a-Bration. And this year it's these fantastic sheep. So these are really, really cute. You get this with a £45. But if you were to spend £90, you could also get the coordinating dies, which would be fab. So if you get that one, get that one as well. This one, I like this. I've got this, and I think this would be one of these where you can just have a lot of fun, and it kind of gets pulled out to create some fun textures and backgrounds and stuff. So that should be fun to play with. Then this one is free with a £90 purchase. So this coordinates with the stamp set that's already in our main catalogue. That's the Shaded Summer stamp set. So that came out new in June of this year, and then these dies coordinate with that. So that's kind of clever. This, I think, is probably the favourite. I've seen a lot of this online. This is a great stamp set. This image is big. You can see it from here. So you've got the two-step stamping. It's distinctive, so you've got all that texture. And you've got some nice little sentiments. So that's definitely a must. And then, during Sale-a-Bration, if your order goes above £275, you get this stamp set for free. So that's super duper. So I haven't got that one because I haven't done an order during Sale-a-Bration that's big enough, but you never know. And then we have a joining offer, as we always do. So if you sign up to be a demonstrator during Sale-a-Bration, you get your usual £130 worth of product for just £99, but then you also get to pick a free bundle of your choice. So that's, you know, any bundle in here in our new catalogue, in our annual catalogue. And our bundles can go up to 50 odd pounds. So that's a really, really great deal. If you've got your eye on a particular bundle, that's fantastic value. So do think about that. So that's Sale-a-Bration. So that's what you can get for free when you order £45 or more. And as I said before, every £45 that you spend, you get it. So let's say you did £450 of an order. In addition to all the hostess credits that you would get to go with that, and a half price item and all of those lovely usual host credit rewards, you would pick 10 Sale-a-Bration items. So there's no limit. There's absolutely no limit. Right. So I'm going to quickly whiz through the mini catalogue, and I'm going to talk to you, just quickly point out what I've ordered, seeing as I haven't actually got it to show you. But I know one or two of you on here are demonstrators, so you may have put in an order as well. So if you've already ordered something, then pop a comment in there and let me know what you ordered. Okay, so let's start. The first thing I did was I ordered this Strong of Heart stamp set. I just loved this, and I'll tell you now, right, I am so not ready for Christmas. Not at all. So what I kind of looked for when I looked through this was what stuff that I can start to use right now. I don't make my Christmas cards in July or August or September. I kind of make them from October, really just because of classes and you guys, but my own Christmas cards, last minute Johnny, that's me. So when I look at this catalogue, I want to see stuff that I can use right now, because I won't get to my Christmas cards for a while yet. So again, I just love the way these two images work together. I think that's really, really lovely. We've got some kits, which is great. We've got this gingerbread sweet, which I do like, and I love the traditional colours in it. But again, too much Christmas right now. But what I did order was the stencils in here, because you can see, obviously that's quite Christmassy. It's got the snowflakes, so that's going to be great. But you've got this gorgeous stripe, which kind of looks like that. You've got this lovely little diamondy pattern, and you've got these swirls. So again, these three I can start using now. Don't need to wait for Christmas. So that was one. Next up, so there's the stamp set. Didn't order the sweets and treats, but I was tempted by it. Love the snowflakes. I think these are gorgeous, and I love the big greetings, and there's some great dies. But again, not quite ready for this yet, but that's definitely on my list. I got this bundle. I love the stamp set, but I love even more the punch. So you just punch out all these stars. So again, I can start using this right away. And you guys know me. I love a good star on a card, particularly for masculine cards and so on, or children's cards. Stars are a great embellishment. So again, I can start using that straight away. I've ordered all the papers because I'll be doing the paper share. I've also ordered this ribbon because again, I just think this is cherry cobbler and gold metallic. So this is lovely. I can use this right away. And part of the reason I do the papers is A, because I do the paper share, but B, a lot of them have got patterns that are not Christmassy. So again, I can start using them now. What else did I go for? I ordered the silver foil here. So we've got a brushed finish, a matte finish, and a mirrored finish. So you'll remember when I was going through the retiring list and I saw there was no silver foil in the annual catalogue, I was like, what? I don't understand. But now I do, because here it is. And we've got some different finishes. So I wish they would tell us this stuff so that we don't panic when we see it going away. But anyway. Now, one of the Christmassy things that I ordered was this whimsical trees stamp set and dies. I just really, really loved this, and just the designs in here are cool. And again, we've got the trees, so we can use these for other things. And then I did get a Christmassy thing. I ordered these snowflakes. So they're like iridescent foil snowflakes, and they're big. They're like 6 centimeters across. They're about this size. So they're quite big. So that was one concession to Christmas. I was tempted by this one because it has the holly border punch, but that one is left because that's just a bit too Christmas for now. I had to order this one because this guy, this little Santa Claus, is just too cute. So I got that one. And I ordered the Holly Jolly Wishes because I just love all of these sentiments here. So I can start. I know it's not Christmas. I did get some Christmas, but not lots. Didn't order that. I think I ordered the matte decorative dots here because again, I can use them now. So anyone here who's an animal lover, this is super, super cute with the cat and the dog. And I think that's a hamster. I don't know. But even if you're not an animal lover, you've got these great stockings and gifts and the dies to go with it. So I think I really like that. And you can see, so you can colour them and die cut them out, which is a lot of fun. And I think we've got some felt card. Yes, we've got this jolly felt, so you can cut your stockings out of felt or out of fabric. So that's a lot of fun. This one I got. It's very similar to a stamp set we had a number of years ago. I think it was a host set. So again, you can use this because you've got just a regular lady and some presents. So you can use it just as a regular birthday card. This could be just like flowers. So I think it's got a lot of versatility, that one. And here we've got our brushed metallics, which we had before they're come back. This guy, I just couldn't resist. This little penguin, I think he's just adorable. He's just really, really gorgeous. And we've got the coordinating punch. But again, you see, we've got to the coolest friend ever. Lots of thanks. Happy birthday. So this one here, it says, be cool, be chill, be merry. You could just do be cool, be chill. So the sentiments in here are kind of fun as well. And you've got a balloon. So I'm not sure that we have a balloon in any of our other stamp sets. And you've got some little presents here. What else? So we've got our red and green foil sheets, which are coming back. So I already have some of those. This one, I ordered the sequins. And I love this paper. It reminds me of the Feels Like Frost paper, but it's really, it is much more monochrome, not got any blue or purple in it like the other one did. So I love this thing. I think it's gorgeous. And I ordered the ribbon. So that's white organdy ribbon. Really, really nice. What else did I order? Red velvet. I already have. Loved that last year, so I'm glad that's back. This one, Angels of Peace, I ordered. So I ordered this because the sentiments, these two sentiments are absolutely Christmas. But I love this image of this lady and you're an angel, and the little girl, you could mask out the holly or just add a little flower to it. I think these are lovely. I think they'd actually make lovely sympathy cards as well, perhaps. So I just love the imagery in this, so I did get that one. The other one I ordered was, you can't see it very well here, but this is the Merry Melody 3D embossing folder. So this embosses music, sheet music. So again, could be anything. So if you've got a music lover or anything, that's really, really good. What else did I go for? I thought long and hard about the Blackberry Beauty, but I felt that my Quiet Meadow was really quite similar, so I didn't go for that one, but I'm on the fence because I think it's really nice. I got the Welcoming Woods. Again, you can do it for Christmas, but it's just a beautiful image for masculine cards or anything. And I love the fact that you see this image here, that fits in between these, so you can create the background, be it sky or ground, which I really, really like. And you can see here it's been used for other things. You've got good luck, hello friend, thank you, happy birthday, celebrate, best wishes, and I love the set. So this is a great set. This one, now I know we have Love of Leaves, which is a great leaf set, but this one has the skeleton leaves in the dies and this gorgeous branch. So again, just fabulous images, lovely background, and I love this little collection of leaves here, which I think is lovely for just adding a little extra touch. So yeah, that was definitely a #1 choice for me. I absolutely love that. We did have, if you remember, we had the Rooted in Nature bundle, and that had some skeleton leaves in that. So I'm really pleased that we've got some skeleton leaves back. But we've also got the solid images as well, so you can layer them up, you can stamp them and do all sorts of things. So really, really pleased with that one. I think I got the squirrel. I can't remember now. But again, he's just sweet, and I love that. Knots About You. Hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Just exactly the sort of thing that just put a smile on somebody's face. So really, really good. So Halloween, again, don't normally tend to go for Halloween, but I liked the ribbon, black and white gingham, again, very versatile. So I ordered that. Again, black glitter paper. We already had that before, so I've got some of that from before, which is cool. Again, Harvest Meadow. Again, I love this, and I love these die cut images, and they're really quite big. But again, I've got Quiet Meadow, which is really, really similar, so I'll put that to one side for the minute. I ordered the brushed metallic adhesive back dots. So again, they're just a nice thing rather than, again, I find these for masculine cards. I think these would be really good. Just something a little bit more subtle and a little less sparkly than our rhinestones. And I think I ordered the Time Worn type 3D embossing folder, but I can't quite remember. It's definitely on my list. So we've got the paper. Again, I like this stamp set, but not ready for it yet. I think I ordered this one because I love the wreath dies. And again, when our wreath stamp set and dies went out in the annual catalogue, I was just like, I don't believe this. Now this is this is not as nice as that one, but I do like it, and the fact that you've got the potential for seasons other than Christmas in this, the way they've done it, which is really, really cute. So we'll use that. This is also a good all year round one. So you got thank you, or a blessing, birthday, Christmas, ho, 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 and a couple of little images. So this is a really good kind of a starter stamp set. I didn't get this one. I didn't get that one. So I think that's it. So as you'll see, there is some Christmas stuff in there, but there's an awful lot in here that is not Christmas and that you can start playing with right away. So yeah, I'm just trying to look and see if there's anything else. So I think that's it. And then now you can, when you get your host stamp sets now, are the Seasons of Fun and the Amaryllis of Bloom. I love these. These are really cute little images, and that's really nice too, but I didn't get those. Okay, so there we go. Anybody spot anything any favourites? Any of you who've already been able to place an order, let me know what you got. I'd love to hear it. But for now, let's get started on our project. So as I said, I'm going to do the Babywipe technique tonight. So that's a technique that's been around forever, but haven't used it for ages. So I thought, let's go and do this. So one of the things we need obviously are some baby wipes, and I like to use a stamp case for this, and we need re-inkers in various colours. So what I suggest is, why don't you leave me, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay down a couple of baby wipes to create like a pad. So whilst I'm doing that, why don't you let me know what kind of colours you might like to see me using for this technique. Hi Sue, welcome. Yeah, I've just been going through the new catalogue, so I was just saying to the ladies, my order hasn't arrived yet. So rather than showing you what I had ordered, which is what I'd hoped to do tonight, I just kind of went through it quickly and showed you what I'd ordered. Okay, so we haven't missed any of the actual crafting. Okay, so I've got on here sort of about 4 or 5 baby wipes, and then I'm just going to grab my re-inkers. So let's see what we've got. We've got some pinks, but yeah, if you have any requests for colours, then just shout them out and we'll see what we can do. If I have them, I'll add them in. If I don't, I won't. But I've got a reasonably good selection. Okay, got some mint macaron, pool party, pear pizzazz, got some red, got some intense yellow, it's old olive, raspberry's kind of purpley. So Diane wants Bermuda Bay. I think I have Bermuda Bay. Yeah, so we can do some Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to try with maybe about 2 or 3 colours. So keep coming with your suggestions of what you'd like to see. I might do some Night of Navy. Orange and yellow, says Lynn. So we've got pumpkin pie, and we could go for Daffodil Delight. So we could try these 3 to begin with. And I think later I might quite fancy doing kind of a pinky one. So we could do some Flirty Flamingo, some Melon Mambo, got a bit of Blushing Bride. So we could try that. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to start with one. I'm going to do a couple of different ones. So this one, I'm going to try and do a sort of like a monochrome one, and then we'll do the different coloured one. Okay, so then the stamp sets that I'm going to use. So generally speaking, for this technique, sort of solid images work best. So that I'm going to use the In Bloom stamp set, because I love that you've got just this lovely different range of images. and we've got the coordinating dies to go with it. I think these are really, really cool, and I love the fact that they're stitched. So, and then the other one we're going to use is the Butterfly Brilliance. So this is a really large, that's a large stamp set, but I think butterflies really lend themselves to this sort of technique. So let's see how we go. So we'll start with a small area first, okay? And what we want to do is just, now this is one of those techniques where you've really very little idea of what's going to happen. But as it, so that's Blushing Bride I've put down, and then we've got some Melon Mambo. Okay. And we'll put some Flirty Flamingo. So as a general rule, you probably want more of your lighter colour and less of your darker colour. And then so I'm just going to fill in some of these gaps with my Blushing Bride. It's interesting, the Blushing Bride actually looks darker than anything else on here. Okay, and then we'll add a bit more Flirty Flamingo. So what you're trying to get to is basically where the colours are all mixed together. Okay, and then we'll add on some more Melon Mambo. Okay, so you're trying to get a real variation in the colour because we're using quite small images here. Okay, so if you just had one splotch of Blushing Bride here and a splotch of Melon Mambo here, you wouldn't get the variation. Okay, so let's just, oh, I haven't used this stamp set before, so I'm just going to put a few of these images on my blocks. So what I'm going to do with these really tiny images is I'm actually going to just arrange them on one block like this, and that way I can get a nice little cluster going on. But as I said, I'm unlikely to get any variation on images this size on their own. With this technique. So can you see there? Just arrange them on my block, and then we've got this one, and let's go for this one. Okay, so then what I've got is some cardstock. And all I'm going to do is just take my stamp, ink it up, okay. And as you do this, the actual ink themselves, the actual colours themselves will start to blend on the, what's the word, on the baby wipes. So there we go. Can you see the variation in colour there? All right, so let's try this one. So by the act of stamping, you are blending the colours as well. Okay. And I'm going to just grab my Stampin' Pierce mat, just 1 second. There is it. Because I'm using a photopolymer, I just need a bit more pressure underneath my stamps. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is on here, so I'm going to die cut these. I'm going to put that to one side. And I'm going to take this. Just going to stamp all along one side. So even if I wasn't doing the baby wipe technique, this is a great way to create a background or a border. You've got lots of little images. Okay, so there we go. Now, I'm actually going to add a little bit more colour onto this. I think we need a bit more flirty flamingo. I think we need a bit more variation in here. So this is the thing, as you go along, you could adjust what you're adding in. Okay. All right, so let's move these out of the way. Okay. So have any of you tried this technique before? So let's try these again, because I wasn't very happy with the results of those. There we go. That's much better. Can you see that? So that's what I mean about having the variation. I had too much Melon Mambo as my dark color, and it's kind of overpowered everything else. Whereas this is giving me a much more pleasing, to me anyway, pleasing look. Let's do one of these. Okay, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So now this will stay like this for quite some time. So you can come back to this. If you close this up, it'll stay, not forever, but it'll stay for a fairly good period of time, which is really, really good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some basic grey ink. Here we go. Okay, and I'm going to create some centres in these. So here we've got our little centres here. So let's try this one, the teeny tiny dots. So let's make sure I'm happy with that first. Yeah, so I'm going to put that one in the centre here. Okay, and then I think I'm going to take this one and pop that in the centres. So again, this stamp set is great for just playing about with and creating fun, very whimsical sort of flowers. And I think I'm going to use the same centre for these two flowers as well. There we go. Here we are. So just as I say, I just love the different colour variations that you get on these. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dies, and I am first of all going to find the coordinating dies. So there are a lot more dies than there are flowers, so you've got a lot to choose from. That looks about right, doesn't it? Do you know what? I think these don't cut out the flowers. It's the first time I've used this, so yeah, I don't think these dies actually cut out the flowers. I think they just cut their stuff out. So, right, well, I'm going to have to rethink this. So just bear with me 1 second, because if I'm going to die cut, then what I want to do is I've got I'm going to take a piece, because I don't want to sit here and cut those all out for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in, okay, and I'm going to place it on my card. You can tell I prepared this well, can't you? I mean, look at that. That's a cool background all by itself. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm totally going on the hoof here, ladies. My plan has completely changed because I didn't plan ahead. But anyway, so I like that background. I'm not going to change that. I'm going to leave that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece and I'm going to redo my border using these images. Oh, I need to clean off the ones that I used grey. So you used to do this, but not with Stampin' Up! Stamps. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying Stampin' Up! Stamps are the only ones that will stamp properly, but, you know, whatever kind of technique you're doing, you just need good quality stamps, don't you? Otherwise, nothing looks good. And I think that's a mistake that a lot of us, when we're new to card making, make, is that we, you know, get our free stamps from the crafting magazines and stuff. And unless you're really lucky, generally speaking, most of them don't work. And I think a lot of people get put off stamping by that because they think it's them. And actually it's not. It's the stamps. Okay. I'm just trying to be careful not to get my inky finger onto my cardstock. So now what I'm doing is I'm just creating effectively my own designer series paper. But you can see how much inking and stamping I'm actually getting out of this paper, or of this little ink pad. So there we go, that's that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I have a Whisper White base. Okay, and I have, so anytime I'm doing something like this where I'm not sure what the colours are going to be, I go back to my fail-safe, which is black and white with a pop of colour. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to cut some of these flowers using some scraps. So I'm going to cut some centres, and I'm going to cut some leaves. Okay, and then let's see, I like these ones. And I want some 2 big ones. Cut the label. So I'm going to use quite a lot of these, and I'm going to cut the bow. Okay, so bear with me a few minutes whilst I gather my bits and pieces to do this. Scraps. So I'm going to die cut this using white, and then I'm going to take my little bit because I'm going to cut some centres using black. So I'm going to cut those from the middle. Yep, and then I'm going to die cut my ribbon using black. Okay, so I've got my label, some of my black bits taken from the centre, and then I'm just going to cut these out with some scraps. So I will be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. See if you can guess what colours I'm going to do my flowers. I promise I won't look. Okay. Let's see if you can guess correctly what colours I put on here. few other scraps I've got here. Few different colours, so we've got some options. Nearly done. Okay. Okay, so let's see who guessed. So we've got yellow. Diane says pink. Yes. Had to be really, didn't it? Okay. So we've got that. So I've die cut my little bow in black. So I've got some Blushing Bride, some Daffodil Delight, and polished pink, and then I've die cut my flowers using Granny Apple Green, because Granny Apple Green is just a lovely, bright, happy green. Okay, and then we've got some centers. Okay, here we go. So I have many, many more than I need, but that's okay because we're going to build it up. So let's do some greetings. So let's do "You Are Amazing." You are amazing. And I'm going to stamp that using my Stays On for a really nice, deep, rich black. Okay. So this is absolutely stamping on the fly, ladies. Has that happened to you? It doesn't go quite the way you thought it would, but you just got to keep going, haven't you? Okay, so let's pop that like that. Not quite. I need to re-ink my Stays On card. Do I have another one? I do. Let's see if this one is inkier. Much better. There you go. I'll pop that away. Let's make some space. Okie dokie. And I think I'm going to grab some. Let's add a little bit of ribbon on here. Hi Kat, welcome. No, that needs a bit of black on there. Hang on. Here we are. Okay. Now, we may or may not use the bow, so let's pop our yellow one behind. Use a pink, and then we'll pop a pink one down here. Okay, I think that should just about do it. So now I just have to arrange it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move them all to one side and we'll start to assemble. Okay, so just glue our background onto our black, and I'm just going to glue that down onto our card base. Okay, and I'm just going to trim this piece. Should have done that before I cut it or before I glued it down, but that's okay. There's always a way around it. There you go. Okay, and then I'm going to pop the "You Are Amazing" up. Some dimensionals. Oop, can you see what I'm doing? There we go. Okay, and now let's just do our centers on our two flowers. I love the stitching on these dies, they're just so cool. So you could just get these dies without the stamp set. They work completely independently, as I've just found out. Don't you love it when that happens? So these were a bundle in our spring-summer catalogue, and so I bought them as a bundle because they were retiring, in the sense that both of these products are in the annual catalogue, but they're not there as a bundle anymore. So you could just get the dies. Okay, so this needs to pop up. Like so. There we go. And then these just need to be glued down. If my glue will come out. Now, my pink has stuck to the dimensionals on my yellow, but that's okay. I'm going to add one here. There we go. I'm just going to, now that my pink center is visible, I'm just going to put a tiny little black center in it there. Okay, And then we've got some leaves. So for these ones I'm just going to use a glue dot. Stick it in. And we want another one here. Like so. And then we're going to do our can you see how I cleverly put my yellow one in there because it's cut off a little bit. So I'm going to hide the bit that didn't cut properly because I rushed it through. Okay. They are gorgeous, Diane. They really are. Here we go, and then we need some embellishments for these flowers. So I think my matte black dots will be perfect for these. So I'm just going to grab the small ones. There we go. There we have it. Super fun. So I started showing you the Babywipe technique and we made some flowers, which I just basically, to be perfectly honest, don't really want to spend the time cutting out while you watch me. And then I created this fun background. So let's come back to this background. And I'm just going to trim this down. So I'll just grab my trimmer. Oh, I think I've just made a massive mistake. Hang on. Yes, I have, but never mind. We can fix it. So it's 9.5 by 9.5. So I've created a square. Yep. Okay. I'll get there, ladies. My maths has just gone a bit. Right, so that is 9 by 9. So I want this to be 9.5 by 9.5. There we go. And then I want that on my card base. Go. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut that and that from the black. So I will be right back. Yep. Okay, and then I have some scraps of white here. And I'm going to stamp happy birthday. Okay, I'm going to stamp it here, and I'm going to use my Stays On again. Which is here. Hopefully this is the juicy pad. There we go. Okay, and then I'll grab my banner punch, and I'm just going to stamp the end. So yes, I had planned on doing a background, Diane, and then die cutting, but as it turned out, we did it a little bit differently, but that's okay. Okay. Oh yes, Diane, yes, Sue, absolutely. This would be fantastic for the quiet meadow. Let's trim that down a tiny bit more. Yeah, overdid it, overcooked it, never mind. Okay, and then we have our, like so. Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to bother putting the black flower in. What do you guys think? With or without the flower? Whilst you do that, I'm just going to stick this down. Without, I think you're right, ladies. Okay, without it is. So let's grab our dimensionals. I'm going to use my black ones for this. To glue this. then trim it. And then I'm just going to put some glue dots on the back of these leaves. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put some mini black dimensionals on here because I'm going to pop these up. Okay. Okay, and then this definitely calls for some rhinestones. Finish it off. Go, and I think it will add a little bit of a wink of Stella to our leaves, just for fun. Right, so there we go, ladies. I didn't get to use the pumpkin pie, the Daffodil Delight and the Bermuda Bay, but I think it's a bit late now. It's 9:05 to be starting. But what I will do is I will have a play and make something, and I will show you again when I've done it. I'll post it on the Facebook page. So here we are, Babywipe technique using the In Bloom and coordinating dies. So this is where we used it to stamp a background. These are some images that we've stamped that I will cut out and add to a card. And this is where we've just created a fun background. So there we go. We've only got 2 cards to choose from tonight, but I hope it's given you plenty of ideas and inspiration in terms of just playing with your inks. Okay, so there we go, ladies. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you all again next week, hopefully with my new goodies to play with. So thank you all for joining me. Oh, let me know whether it's card 1 or 2. Should be an easy choice for you tonight. You've only got 2 to choose from. And I will see you all again next week. Thanks very much. Bye.